Hello everyone, it's so good to see you today. I'm Michelle and I take care of this show here that's called Reclaim the Confident You. And today we're going to talk about the 3 C's of confidence and what that actually means. And everyone wants to be confident, they want to feel confident. You can actually talk to me about any subject and you need to feel confident about that subject. So confidence, if you look it up in the dictionary, is feeling self-assured. So if I want to feel self-assured, I want to feel confident. But how do I get there? How do I feel my most confident self? So let me ask you something. If you were to, and I want you to be very, very selfish when I ask this question, if you wanted to feel the most confident in the world that you could ever feel, meaning be very selfish, everything I want in my life, I want to feel the most confident no matter what it is, how would your life change? How would it be different than it is right now? Because I can guarantee that you can say, oh, I don't feel very confident over this subject or that subject. And I want to feel confident over that. I want to feel better about the situation. But how do I get there? How do I feel confident about any situation? And the same thing, whether you're in sports, whether it's your job, whether I want to date, no matter what subject is, how do I feel confident? So what I do is I am a mindset and confidence specialist for women. And what that means is I help you perceive your mindset a little bit different or look at something in a different light in order to feel your absolute most confident self. And how do I help you do that, and how do you do that? So when you look in the dictionary and it says it's that feeling of self-assurance, then I feel so good. But how did I get there? How does a person in sports feel really confident about what they're doing? How does a person who wants to date again or date for the first time, maybe there's been divorce and you want to date, you want to get out in the world, how do I do that? Well, confidence as a whole is not just a feeling. You can say, I don't feel very confident about this subject or that subject. However, what the true meaning behind confidence is, I am willing to try. I'm willing to try something. Because the 3 C's of confidence is, the very first thing is confidence. But what is the definition of confidence? And I got a lot of this too from Mel Robbins. If any of you know Mel Robbins, I love her. And everything she does is like based on research, etc. And I'm actually a student of Mel Robbins as we speak. But if you're looking at confidence and you're looking at it as a whole, you have to be willing to try. That is the definition. And in order to be willing to try, what does that take in the whole circle, in an entire circle of how to become confident? The first thing is at the top, I'm willing to become confident because I'm willing to try. In order to try anything in life, you have to do what? You have to have courage. You have to be courageous and have courage in order to get out and be willing to try something. And that is fear-based. I have fear of going out and trying. So what I help you do is bust through the fear in order to have courage, in order to get out and try and be willing to be confident. And what does that take? Confidence takes action. You have to do action and take action in your life in order to be confident about what you're doing. So when we have confidence as a whole, kind of here at the top of this circle, of this complete circle, we have confidence as a whole. And we have to be courageous, use our courage in order to be willing to try. And as we are trying of what we are wanting to be confident about, we are taking action. And when you take action, you could be great at that action or you could be terrible at that action. It doesn't matter. What matters is that I learned from the action that I have taken. And as I'm learning from that action, I am developing as a person. I am growing as a person. Again, it doesn't matter if I was terrible at it or I was great at it. Whatever I went out and I tried to do, it then made me competent. So we have confidence in the 3 C's. We have courage in the 3 C's, and we have competence. So what that means is, now that I feel competent, whether I was good at it, I wasn't so good at it, I now have grown. So I now have educated myself a little bit. I now know what this is all about. So I've grown, I have personal growth, and I took action. And in order to do that, it took courage, it took great action. I learned some competency about it. I learned to be competent, and I had some personal growth from it. And now, in that situation that I took the action, what do I feel? I feel more confident than I did before I ever took the action. So in order for the 3 C's to work, what does that take? It is a circle loop, which is also known as the confidence competent loop or circle. So what does it take now that you've done that one time? You turn around and you do it again, and you practice the action, and you practice it again. And what happens? You get better at it. You get better. So if there is a subject matter or a place in your life, I really want to feel more confident. And I'll give you some examples. I can give you a great example. Me sitting right here with you today, with you ladies today, is for someone to come into a basic newsroom here with WCTV, which I love. And what happens is I have a great producer person here behind the window, John, and now we have a new person helping out, Aiden. And they help me along the way, and they help me build confidence, saying, okay, Michelle, this is what you have to do. This is what gets the timer going. You don't look this way. You look this way to your direct audience. And the first time I was so nervous because I didn't know what I was doing. I was like, oh my goodness, this is scary. I'm in this huge room right now. It goes silent whenever you shut the door, and it's me and you behind the camera. That took action and it took courage. So I was like, okay, so I'll try it. And the worst I'm going to do is it's going to be an epic failure. But if I epically fail, I learned something from it and I grew. So then I came back to do show number 2. I think it's show number 3 and this is 4. But it took courage. And each time that I'm here with you, I feel a little more confident because I have learned by practicing and taking that action, feeling more competent, feeling like I've learned and I've grown, and it's becoming a little bit easier each and every time. If I am a woman who, and I get this a lot, I want to date again. Let's say that there's a divorce, I want to date. This is always so cute with my women who want to date. This just happened at a dinner, in fact, a few weeks ago. I really want to date someone. I want someone in my life. It's been a long time. I want a relationship. I want to enjoy companionship, go to the movies, go to dinner, etc. And, I'm not meeting anyone. I'm not really meeting anyone that I like, or I'm not meeting anyone at all. And this is always the first thing that I say is, so what are you doing to meet someone? Well, in truth, I really haven't done too much. Okay, so are you willing to online date? Because in all honesty, most people that I meet now who have a relationship, who have met someone, it's through online dating because our world has changed a bit. Our life circle has changed a bit. So I always ask, and I make a joke of it, that I will give you a hint. If you are a woman who wants to date, and you really want someone in your life, you're actually sad about it because you really want companionship. We are humans. We are meant to be together. And we're meant to be together in social groups. We're meant to be together as couples, companion, as friends. You can have a male and a female who are just friends, but they enjoy the companionship. So I always say, what is it that you're doing? And then if they're like, well, I'm kind of really not. Here is the thing, ladies. He is not just going to pick your house and come to your porch and knock on your door or ring your doorbell. He has no clue that you are there. You have to be willing to do what? You have to be willing to be confident, which in that confidence is you're willing to try perhaps online dating. There's different ways that we can meet different people. But if it's online dating, let's try it. You haven't tried that yet. You have to create a profile in order to do that. You have to have the courage to step out and do that. That's what I help you do. I help you get that courage to take an action in that circle. And by taking action, you now have some interest, or you can have, go out on a date, have boundaries, etc. That's all a different story. But now that you've gone on a few dates, what has happened? You now have personal growth. You now have some experience. You now know what you're looking for, what you're not. And you can just go out and enjoy someone and their, at lunch, coffee, it doesn't matter. But if you want to meet someone and you want someone in your life, you're going to have to take the action, build the confidence in order to go do that, because someone's just not going to knock at your door. It's the same thing if you get a job promotion or you want that new job. What happens? If you have gotten a job promotion and you're kind of feeling like, I don't quite know what I'm doing, or am I confident enough to know what I'm doing? You've got to jump in and take the action in order to learn what you need to, so you don't feel like you're an imposter. That's a big word these days, is imposter syndrome. And, feeling like you're an imposter at work, not knowing the job, and you're just kind of winging it. The truth is you need to take action in order to learn, in order to build that confidence. That's what you need to do. And here's another thing. I did want to look down on this. If you have suffered loss in your life lately, what happens is, and when I say lately, it can be up to the last year or 2 years. So you've lost someone in your life that you've had, which is very hard to learn the new normal. Actually, you learn a new normal. And you feel like, and I have clients who, your partner has passed away. Someone very dear to you in your life has passed away. Your parent has passed away. No matter what the case is, you have to learn a new normal. And people think confidence really isn't about that. But the truth is, when you're learning your new normal, you have to confidently now learn how to be that person without the one that you loved forever, or for however long that love was. I now have a new normal life that I need to learn to live and still be happy. So I need to be courageous enough to go out into the world and to learn to be the new normal me. That is what needs to happen. So what do I do as a coach? What I actually am, again, I'm a mindset and a female specialist for your mindset and your confidence. I help you reclaim that confidence. So you may feel like you've lost that confidence, but the truth is you just need to learn how to have the confidence, put the action in, and master confidence literally in any shape or form or subject matter that you absolutely have. So this is what I teach you. I teach you to be a confident woman. There are the 3 C's, do not forget, and that's what I teach you to do. Confident as a whole, which is willing to try. You need to be courageous in order to take the action. I help you take those action steps, and the competency that you learn, the growth that you learn, and we rinse and repeat, and we do it again. And I give you all the tools, and I'm here for you every single step of the way. That's what we do, every step of the way. So I want you to be your most confident self. If you are looking in your life that how do I become the most confident woman that I want to be, which will make me the happiest woman that I want to be, you have to have support and you have to learn how. So that's what I help you do. I thank you so much for being with me today with WCTV, and you'll see the information on the screen. Please reach out to me. Facebook, you can reach out to me personally, which is under Michelle Merrix for Facebook. And Reclaim Your Confidence, that can be searched on Facebook. You can look at my website at www.michellemerrix.com, and you'll see the information that's here. And you can also reach me. Feel free to just call me or direct message me. My phone number is 330-801-3040. And I would love to help make you the most confident woman in life that you can ever be and be your happiest. Thank you so much, ladies. We'll see you the next time. Bye-bye.
You are watching WCTV. Wadsworth Community Television.